I'll go first. My first ever car, not the first one I bought for myself, but the first ever car, my father gave me, I think it was a 1998 Ford Aerostar. That was my first car. My favorite memory with it is ironically the one that killed it. And Father, I've never told you this. And I'm grown now. You're not going to hurt me because I just bought you a nice truck. So my favorite memory with it was doing burnouts with it because I was dumb and 15 and I was revving up the motor like we did with Uncle Phil's cars, and I was dropping an automatic transmission into gear and ripping out. And I had Chris Wilson, I believe, in the van with me, and my friend Zero, and I'm pretty sure I had my buddy Antonio, or Tony, and we were doing these burnouts the day I blew out the transmission and you had to come tow my truck, Father. And that's my favorite memory with my first car, the day I killed it. Now my favorite car. My favorite car was my 1991 all blacked out 300ZX. And my favorite memory with it was with my nephew, David Krause. And what we did in this car is when I picked him up, it was time to break him. His mother sent him to me to break him. And I was going to make him do what I said. And he was going to listen to me or he was going to die. Not really, but I was going to break him. I was push-ups, sit-ups, whatever. So I rolled up in the Z and I picked him up from the airport. And I knew that he needed to follow my commands and we needed to make this man a man. And I was 21 years old in a 300ZX when I left the airport. And I quickly slammed that thing through gears as me and him tore onto I-95 sideways half the way. And then I let go of the wheel and kept my foot down and told him to steer the car. And to focus on the road, David. Focus on the road and focus on your life, David. We're going to go and you're going to listen to me, David. Take this wheel. I'm not touching it. As we are accelerating into the red line, down I-90 or down I-4, ripping through traffic to let my nephew know where he's just been dropped off to is the depths of hell. And we're going there really fast. And he's either going to get better and get a job or he ain't going to make it. And he's going to do what I tell him to. So I brought David to work the next day and told him he was starting. We took all the piercings out of his face and we cut his hair all off and he started at work the next day. He never even filled out an application. He later became a manager for that company and one of the best they'd ever seen. Because of that day that he got out of the airport and he jumped in the car with his crazy uncle and I scared that boy straight. At 172 miles per hour, he learned he was going to listen to me or he wasn't going to make it. And now he's the training manager for Beaver Toyota. And he still never filled out a job application. My life's kind of crazy. This is my life and I wouldn't have it any other way. Love you, Dave. And good job on management.